care whenever needed. All of these boil down to the same needs which we all have. So at the end of the day, our similarities far outweigh our differences. Which brings me to the next life lesson which I want to share with you. People are fundamentally good. Right from a very young age, we have been told not to speak to strangers. Be wary of them. Remember the very first time you traveled? We were frightened to interact with new people, even more, handle them. After all, the world's a scary place, right? There's rape, murder, theft happening each and every nook and corner. We have to be wary of the fellow passenger, for our money, for our luggages, for our documents. As I traveled, as I interacted with people, as I spoke to them, I realized that this was very wrong. Hell, it was a horrible way to travel. People always want to act smart. They don't want to be off guard. That's it. The inherent intentions are always good. As I traveled through these years, fortunately, I have never been attacked or robbed. On the contrary, people have given me directions or even a ride when I was lost. I was given food when I was hungry. I was given drinks when I was thirsty. I have embarked on glorious adventures and treks with people whom I have met just a day or two before. And when we parted ways, it was with a warm hug and a lasting friendship. Are everyone like that? No. But what I'm trying to say is most of them are. People are fundamentally good. All I needed to do was to let them show. Which comes to the next life lesson which I wanted to share with you. Smile. As I traveled more, I realized that I started changing. I started smiling more. And people became more friendly. I got more acquaintances. It's simple. Most of the times I did not know the common language. I had to resort to body language, facial expressions and a cheerful face, and I realized people tended to do things even without asking them. It's very simple, right? Smile. But trust me, friends, this has been one of the most rewarding changes which I have learned from my travel. Smiling. While it might not work in all cases, I would like to say solo women travelers will have to think twice before smiling at strange men in some parts of the world. But you know what? At the end of the day, smiling is an easy route to new friendship and awesome experience. Give it a try. The next life lesson which I wanted to speak to you all about is embracing change. I had observed that as we grow older, we get stuck in the ways and lives which we do. We are more afraid to try out new things. We are more comfortable and cozy inside our security blanket of doing the same thing, that we don't try out the exhilaration of something new. There have been moments in my travel where I was forced to embrace change, where I was pushed to try something new, where I was dared to try something challenging. Literal off the edge moments like, cliff jumping, bungee jumping, living in the middle of nowhere and tents with snow-capped mountains all around in all four directions. Not exactly the safe, comfortable house which we regularly live in, right? But trust me, friends, these were the moments where I felt more alive. Change is more often than not necessary, but also exciting. Don't be afraid. Give it a try. The last life lesson which I want to share with you all is size. One size does not fit all. People tend to generalize from their experiences. Hell, I'm doing it right now in front of you. But just because someone feels that their way of life is the best and you should follow it, doesn't mean so. Just because you don't have a house in the suburbs, you don't own an SUV, you don't have an investment portfolio, doesn't mean that you are to be looked down upon. People have their own definitions which they are comfortable with. It might not work for you, and that's fine. You have your own right and the ability to define what makes you happy, and you do that. One size does not fit all. And that, friends, should be remembered when we plan for a future. These were the 5 life lessons which I wanted to share with you as a part of what I learned from my travel. I'm hoping to have much more of both travel and life lessons. Hoping you to get it. I would like to conclude with a quote from one of my most admired role models in my life, Steve Jobs. Your time is limited. Do not waste it living someone else's life. Learn to trust your intuition and your heart. They somehow already know what you want. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. Thank you.